Good afternoon. Robbie again with Rapid X Rentals to introduce you to the third unit we've added to our fleet, and it's the Wacker Neuson ET20. You'll notice it's a little bigger than the 17s we've introduced of Yanmar and of Cato. The Wacker 20 is a conventional tail swing, so when you spin the house, you are going to have tail hanging over the track, so be safe and watch out for that. But it does provide with a more comfortable ride, more counterweight, more digging breakout power. It's a good machine. You'll also notice the increase in floorboard space is at least double, so that makes your day a lot more convenient, especially if you're taller. This particular unit has an 18.5 horsepower Yanmar diesel engine. It weighs 4,105 pounds, so it's still super easy to haul. It does have the expandable contractible undercarriage, so contracted it's 39 inches wide, expanded it's 51 inches wide. The overall height of this machine is the overall height is 7 foot 8 inches, and the dig depth is 8 foot 8 inches. Stay tuned, and we'll go over some controls and how to check fluids and do other things on this machine. Thank you. Okay, I'm here to go over the controls with you. It's much like all of the other ones where the left-hand console has to be up to start and down to operate. We do ask that when you're ready to put it down for operation that you do not grab it by this handle to pull down, that you'll be sitting in the seat, but you grab it here and push down. That handle's so long they tend to bend, and then the sensors don't work, and neither does the excavator. So once you put that down, it's just like the other ones where these are your drive sticks here. Left joystick, right joystick, and that far right one over there is your backfill blade. Notice on the backfill blade that you do have a 2-speed button here, so that would be turtle, that would be rabbit. Rabbit's only a travel gear. You need to always use turtle when you're turning or working. You do have a pedal over here on the right-hand side. So right now, the way it's set, that pedal would activate your auxiliary hydraulics if you had a hammer, thumb, or some other attachment on it. However, if you want to do the boom swing on this particular machine, you have to hold the button down on the left-hand joystick and simultaneously move this foot pedal, and that will activate this cylinder here and allow your boom to swing left and right. The only other, your key switch is here. It's kind of hidden behind the right-hand armrest, and your throttle is located here underneath your left-hand armrest. So that would be idle, that would be wide open. Of course, you've got your switch for your lights up here, and over there is your instrument cluster, which will show your temperature, hours, and fuel levels. Stay tuned and we'll go over more. As with all of our mini excavators, the Wacker Neuson ET20 also offers a pattern changer so that you can switch your joystick controls from ISO to standard. That particular valve is located here. A would be backhoe, B would be excavator, or standard and ISO, whatever you prefer to call it. So all you have to do is back off that little nut there all the way instead of part way. Move it down and then tighten it back in, and you're all set to be in the other control pattern. Thank you. Okay, now let's discuss the track width controls. So what you're going to do is, when you want to adjust your tracks in or out, this valve here is in the upright position, and what that does is that allows your backfill blade handle here to control your backfill blade. So if you pull back on it, the backfill blade comes up, and if you push down, the backfill blade goes down. When you move this valve to the horizontal position, now when you pull back on that, it will retract your tracks, and when you push forward, it will expand your tracks. And it's that easy. So once you get your tracks set to your desired width, you are going to want to move the valve back to the vertical position to allow you to operate your backfill blade, which again has these little pins here you can pull out and fold the wings in if you want to operate in the narrow track width. Okay, we're going to cover fluids on the Wacker Neuson ET20 now. Here on the right hand of the passenger side, you'll see that hole there in the side panel, and there is a sight glass for hydraulic fluid. It's hard to see without the light here. Your hydraulic fluid, you just want to be able to see some in there. Doesn't have to be at the top or bottom, just able to see fluid in there. When you open the tailgate, as you'll see, that was easy to open. It opens extremely wide, so it's easy to service. Let's start on the left and work our way to the right. This is your fuel fill, so that's where we put the diesel in. This is your air filter. You'll see that you have 2 fuel filters. Down here in the bottom, there's your engine oil dipstick. Here's your engine oil filler. There's your engine oil filter. As we move further to the right, you'll see the radiator. That's your filler cap. That's your coolant level. This is a pressure relief, so if you take that cap off, it'll kind of go, and it lets the pressure off the hydraulic tank. If you do have to add hydraulic fluid, you do have to remove these 2 Allen heads over here on the right and pull that whole panel off to access the cap. It's directly above that filler cap. Over here on the left, there is a latch here. If you reach in there and pull it, you will see the panel pop loose. You can move that, open her up, and take it right off. And over here gives you access to your fuse panel and your battery. In the event the battery needs changing, you just pull out. There's 2 of these, pull them out, one in the back, one in the front, and the battery can come out there. Anyway, it's pretty easy on the Wacker ET20. It gives good access. Okay, welcome to the last segment of our video, and this is where we talk about returns and safety and all of that. We have not got this unit to the decal shop yet to get the decals you've seen on our other units, but once we do, you'll have the typical instructions in the top with the big decal that tell you to call our phone number, check our website, all of that kind of stuff. Please remember to always operate safely. Every machine has an owner's manual on board. Typically, it's either under or behind the seat in a compartment. This compartment locks with the ignition key, just like the tailgate, to give you access to the manual. But always remember to call before you dig. Have your locators come out. Don't get into anything you wish you hadn't gotten into. And please take care of our machines. We want to keep them in good condition for you and everybody else that rents them. So please bring them back clean and full of fuel. And if there's any issues on them, please let us know, and we'll take care of it as quickly as we can to keep it in great condition. They all have the hour meter and fuel gauges together, right with all of them. So again, when you return our machines, we ask for a left hand and a right hand and a instrument cluster picture so that we know what condition the machine's in and if it needs any attention. We really appreciate you watching our videos. We appreciate your business, and we hope to be working with you. Thank you.